Can you hear me now?
And start recording. Welcome to Monday night's free weight loss class with Jason. It is the 1st of February, 1st of February 2021. Hopefully you've got a month of weight loss in. Maybe you've got a month of disappointing results at the gym, or maybe you've got great results at the gym. Who knows? Maybe you've been doing Weight Watchers and you just want to find out something from about Shibboleth. Either way, I am super glad you chose to spend a little bit of your time with me here this Monday night. You will need a pen and paper tonight, for I will be giving you information. Tonight will be a learning experience, I hope, for everybody. Some of you will know what I will already know this stuff. Mr. Not So Technologically Advanced is going to, yes, I am. I'm going to get this chat way over here. So if I'm looking way over yonder, I'm looking at over yonder. I'm looking at the chat. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to give you a once over on from the beginning. That's not going to work. Let me get back out of there. I remember now. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Everybody, let's see. Y'all should mute yourselves for me, because I may lose my my ability. I got it. Okay, everybody should be muted. Here we go. And that's not exactly it, is it? One more time. Bear with me. That's what I want to share. How about this? Can y'all see that? Screen sharing is paused. Y'all can see my PowerPoint?
Yep.
Well, it says that you cannot. Now, can you see it?
Yes, it says how to pick a meal bar and snack bar from the nutrition label only.
Good. For some reason, it says my screen sharing is paused, but if you can see it, I'm going to go ahead and start from here.
I can see most.
Tonight, we're going to talk about meal replacement bars and snack bars. And a lot of the times when I have students in my class, they say, Jason, I want you to do this for me. And moving beyond having somebody hold your hand in a weight loss program is always going to be where anybody that really loves you and really wants you to take your program from I've got an app that I scan barcodes with and it tells me what to eat, to I know what I'm looking at when I see something. Okay. And everybody at Shibboleth is not advanced in the program. So don't hold it against anybody that doesn't know the answers to all this stuff right off the top of their head, including me. Okay. So I'm going to give you a crash course in reading and understanding nutrition labels. Okay. So how to pick a meal bar and snack bar from the nutrition label only. This is what we'll be going over tonight. Notice these rules are for best practices with the Shibboleth lifestyle. You may do another weight loss program that gives you a different formula on how to pick out a meal bar. Okay. For instance, if you're doing keto, they may have a different formula for you to follow. If you're doing Jenny Craig, you may have a different formula to follow. Weight Watchers, NOM or whatever, NUM or num 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 or whatever you call it. All of those things may have a different formula, but the weight loss formulas I use are Shibboleth centric. All products used today were found at Kroger today, okay? Their use has nothing to do with the quality of the ingredients specifically or the taste of the products. For all I know, every product that I'm going to show you tastes just like dirt, okay? Forgive me if it does, but the point of my lesson is not to tell you which ones to get. It's to show you how to choose whether or not it would work or would not work, okay? I'm not endorsing any of these specifically, and I'm only using them for teaching purposes only. Uh-oh, my computer wants to not participate, am I frozen, you guys? Hey, Karen, I see you're there.
It just took a while.
Okay, so
Nothing.
it did
It's
freeze,
not changing on mine.
not changing on yours.
Mm-mm.
Not frozen on mine.
Can y'all can't see my slide? Is that what you're telling me?
Right.
I can see your slide, but it's not changing.
Okay,
Are you on the first slide still?
I'm not.
Oh, how to pick a snack bar. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm sorry that it's giving me a technical problem. Okay, let's see if it'll let me go right into it. How's that? Can y'all see that better?
Formulas to live by?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right.
I see it.
Here we go. Formulas to live by. I want you to learn to read nutrition labels on the basis of macronutrients. If you've never heard of macronutrients, I'm going to give you the short course on it today, not the long course. Macros are what people call macronutrients for short. And they are the largest groups a calorie can be broken down into. If you take 1 calorie and you break it down into the biggest groups it can be broken into, you'll break them down into macronutrients. Not to be confused with micronutrients, okay? These are fat, protein, and carbohydrates. Okay, so if you're looking at a nutrition label, you're going to be looking at fat, protein, and carbohydrates. Now, it may break it down into other things, but these are the 3 macronutrients that we pay attention to. I want you to use these macronutrients to gain a mastery of your weight loss and wellness lifestyle, okay? How macros break down. If you are looking, everybody got, I hope you guys have got your paper and pen. Write proteins down. Okay, 1 gram of protein has 4 calories. That's what this means. Proteins have 4 calories per gram. 1 gram of carbohydrate has 4 calories per, 4 calories, okay? And fats have 9 calories per gram, okay? I want y'all to remember these things. When checking nutrition labels, your first rule, the very first rule, Karen Brinkley, Lynn, I see you just popped in on us. The first rule is to round up. If you guys don't understand what that means, it means if you're that means 1 gram. If it says 11.5, you're going to assume that that means 12 grams. It looks like my internet's bad. Am I breaking up on you? Probably am.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry.
A little bit.
Okay. So always round up when you're reading your nutrition label. The main reason we suggest this always be followed is because we continuously find labels that have been manipulated to make the products look better at first glance. Okay, so when you're reading a nutrition label and it looks pretty good, you may want to check the math on your label. Okay, total calories should equal the total reported amount of all listed macros when math is checked. This is your first formula for tonight. Okay, When you look at a nutrition label, you will take the fat, the number beside the fat, this is going to be within the box on the nutrition label, and you will multiply it times 9. You'll take the number beside the protein on a nutrition label, hey Christy, and you will multiply it times 4. You'll take the number beside the carbohydrate, you'll multiply it times 4. You will add all 3 of those things together, and it should equal the total calories per serving. Okay, and I should have put that right there, per serving. I'll give you, I'll do an example of this in a second. Just bear with me. Here's the last 2 rules I'm going to show you before I start showing you products. Please write these things down. Please write these things down. When you're selecting a meal bar, there are 2 rules to live by. Your meal bar needs to be between 201 and 400 calories for you to use the formula that I'm about to read to you. Okay, write this down. Meal bar 201 to 400 calories. Then you're going to find the protein. The protein needs to be greater than or equal to net carbs. Okay, if your protein number, it will be an approved bar.
It's breaking up again.
Am I breaking up again?
For me, you are.
Bless God, I'm sorry.
Just-
Snack bar. The snack bar is 100 to 200 calories. 100 to 200 calories. The protein, or the number beside where it says protein on the nutrition label, needs to be equal to or greater than net carbs times 30%. Okay? Net carbs times 30%. Y'all with me?
Yes.
All right. This is how you find net carbs. Okay. Everybody write this down. You take the total carbs. This is the number beside the total carbs. Okay. I'm going to show you how to look at this in a minute. You're going to subtract any number that's beside fiber, and you would subtract sugar, alcohol as well. And that will give you net carbs. Now, listen, if it doesn't have sugar, alcohol, you can't subtract anything. Sugar, alcohol, and sugar are not the same thing. If it doesn't have fiber, you cannot subtract anything. Therefore, if the total carbs is listed and there are no fibers listed and there are no sugar, alcohols listed, guess what the net carbs is?
The same thing as the total carbs.
Exactly. It's the total carbs. Okay, so finding total carbs, and that's going to be that. Now that's that is it for my formulas. I want to field questions for a brief moment, and then I'm going to move into showing you some products from Kroger's. Anybody got questions on those formulas? Yeah, let me give you the opportunity to unmute yourself. And how many of you can find the hand raising feature? I'm going to need you to raise your hand if you have questions.
I can find the share.
Melinda.
What if it has sugar, just regular sugar? We just don't do anything.
Sugar is part of the carbohydrates you will want to. You don't subtract sugar.
Okay. Okay.
Great question. Judy.
I didn't have a question. I just raised my hand. I'm
Okay, well,
sorry.
praise the Lord. Who else?
Amen.
Has anybody got questions, or did I explain that okay?
Mhm.
I got one okay.
It's okay. Mhm.
I'm going
Yes,
to lower your hand,
great.
Judy.
Thank you.
You're
Sorry.
welcome.
Sorry.
Anybody else before I move on? These labels are going to be a little bit small. I'm going to try to zoom in on them so y'all can see them. Please don't get excited, Jan. I see you up there. Hey, Jan. Hey, listen, don't get so excited when y'all see these products and start writing down labels. You may not want to go and purchase them, okay? But I was I came in and I told my wife, I said, it was crazy because every bar I picked up just about worked, okay? Every bar I picked up just about worked. And that never means they all taste good. So bear with me. I'm going to show these things to you. I hope y'all enjoy this tonight. This is all good to me. And I got to figure out how to get back there. Okay, we're going to show the screen. Let me escape from there. That wasn't the right button. Let me get everybody muted again. I'm sorry. Okay. I should be able to get out of there. Okay. Now we're on the same page. Everybody can see this. I found this at Kroger. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in on it. This is made by Grab for the Gold. Okay. This is a chocolate chip cookie dough soft baked protein cookie. I want y'all to see some things on here. It says gluten-free, right? It says vegan. It says high fiber, only 3 grams of sugar, right? 12 grams of protein. This is all front of the package advertising. This is the stuff that we see that, I'll give you an example. One of my schoolmates' mothers was watching me take these pictures at Kroger, came up to me and said, "This is the one I want to buy." It had a picture of a Little Debbie chocolate muffin on the side of it. So she was buying it because of the picture that was on the wrapper. Okay, so there's all kinds of reasons why we pick these things up. And the reason for this lesson tonight is that we all start to look not at this side of the package, right? But we start to look at this side of the package. So let's go in for a closer look. I don't want, if you've got a TV in the background, if you've got something in the background going, I want y'all to try to I really would like to have some participation here because it'll help me not just be talking to myself. So get in the chat feature. How about that? We'll do that. Get in the chat feature. This right here, this bar, y'all see how many calories are in this bar? What does that make it?
Snack.
Okay, it has the ability to be a snack bar. Okay, has the ability to be a snack bar. So I can apply the snack formula. The snack formula is protein, which is 12. Okay, if we want to write this down, we can. Protein, which is 12, has to be equal to or greater than net carbs. Now, here we have total carbs of 20. Can y'all see my pointer? We got 27 grams of carbohydrate.
No, I see myself.
Okay, we're going to deduct the dietary fiber, which is 5, bringing this to 22, right? There is no sugar alcohol here. However, we do have some allulose powder. We have allulose here. Typically, allulose is not, you can take out the allulose in a product. However, if it's not listed on the nutrition label, I'm going to encourage you not to remove it from the net carbs, okay? Since we don't know how much allulose was in it, we cannot remove it from the net carbs. So the net carbs here are 20 what? 2? And
Yes.
12 is obviously not greater than or equal to 22, but we can take 22 and multiply it times 30%. 6.6 is going to be our number. Is 12 greater than 6.6?
Yes.
So this is an approved what?
Snack.
Correct. It would not work we could not double this and make it a meal. but we can use it as an approved snack. I've got a weight hold up here. What you got? You should be unmuted, sweetie. It's my wife trying to get in here.
Hey, honey, I by no means am trying to teach the teacher here, but I just need to clarify. I thought you took a 30% factor, which means you take 22 times 30%, you minus that from the total carbs, and then if that number is greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to.
You take the total carbs and you multiply them. I'm sorry, not the total carbs. You take the net carbs and multiply it times 30%.
And then you subtract that from your number because you get a 30% factor, right?
No, 30% of net carbs is the total.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that cheat sheet. Thank you.
You're welcome. That everybody with me. This is the correct math. I'm teaching my wife something here. Y'all heard that.
I still
Can't
think you
teach
need
her-
to check it.
Can't teach her much. Can't teach her much. She already knows everything. I promise. But if you got to
Get
find
him,
it,
Amanda, get him.
you got to find net carbs. Net carbs are going to be 22. Multiply the net carbs times 30%. That's going to give you what? 6.6. This is an approved snack bar. Right next to it, Patricia, I know you like these things like I do, right? These Grab for the Gold products are clean. They're pretty clean eating stuff. This is another one by Grab for the Gold. But pay attention. Cinnamon coffee cream may sound good. We got the same numbers on the same pickup points on our product: gluten-free, high fiber, vegan, all the buzzwords that are going to mean it's expensive. Let's look at the back and see if this one works. Uh-oh, we've got a different factor. Why?
The
210.
carbs are 29
This is
and the
only a
calories
bit-
are 210. So it could be a meal possibly.
Right, it can only be a meal
Oh,
because
that's right.
the first place to look is the calories per serving.
It's only a
Okay.
meal.
Not
So
enough
the
for
calories per
protein.
serving on this one are 210. All I've got to do is find net carbs, right? If net carbs are not equal to or less than the protein, it
Protein.
automatically does not work.
Total carbs is 29.
See that? 29 minus 5, 24,
24.
right? 29. So 12 is not greater than or equal to 24. So this one doesn't work. Y'all get it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, we're going to move on. Collagen
Collagen.
protein bar. Now, if any of y'all know how big my hands are, which some of you might, you will understand how small this bar is.
Yep.
Okay, let me get a sip of coffee. This is vanilla shortbread flavored collagen protein bar. The point behind this there might be multiple reasons why you would take this. Okay, right? There might be multiple reasons why you would take this as a meal as a bar. But we're going to look here.
220.
We're already looking at 220 calories per
Calories.
serving. This is a meal bar and a meal bar only, right?
Yes.
All right, 14 carbs minus 5 fibers equals
Oh.
9. Is 12 greater than 9?
Yes.
Does it work?
Yes.
Yes.
It's that simple, you guys. It's that simple. What are we looking at first?
The calories.
The calories.
That's right. We look at calories first, then we look at
Net
carbs
carbs.
and find net carbs. Here we go. Fudge brownie collagen protein bar. This one, same total calories. So we're looking at a similar formula. We got 13 grams of carbs, 6 fibers,
Wow.
right?
So 7.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
7.
another one that works, right?
Protein is greater. Yes.
Protein is greater than the net carbs here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look here. We got keto, paleo friendly, vegan, plant-based protein, gluten-free, non-GMO, no sugar alcohols. I mean, this thing right here is lighting up like a Christmas tree on the front. It's a little bit bigger than my thumb. Okay. It's a little bit bigger than my thumb. I think this one is $3 or $4. This is the IQ bar. Okay. Now, this is not the easiest nutrition label to read, but I'm going to show you something over here on the side that well, it's not going to let me get over there. Do you see where it says net carbohydrates over here, and it's just telling you how to break down and find net carbs on the
It's-
back.
I do.
Right.
And what it's doing is it's telling you about allulose. Do you see here?
Huh.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, I can't give you the full description of this allulose, but this bar is telling you to subtract 6 grams of allulose
Which is
from the
sugar.
from the total carbs in it to get net carbs. So they're nice enough to let you know how much of the carbohydrates are allulose. Okay. Now, I want you to check out this nutrition label. Total carbs
Yeah.
17. We're going to take 8 away, leaving us with 9, right? Now, the
Right?
front said there was
Mhm.
no sugar alcohol, but they're using allulose.
Exactly.
They're using allulose in place of sugar or sugar alcohol. And we're taking 6 away from that 9 total that we got left over, meaning there's only 3 net carbs here. Our total
So-
calories are what?
150.
150. Our protein, 12. This thing meets the meal bar rule and the snack bar rule.
Mhm.
So can I add 150 together twice and still be within 400 calories?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you can have how many of these as a meal?
2.
That's right. Y'all
So,
getting it?
yeah, so how come they don't list allulose as a sugar alcohol? Or
Because
is it just how
everything,
they,
everything within this box right here is mandated reporting.
Right.
Okay.
okay,
Everything within the box is by law, if it's in there, it has to be reported in this box.
okay,
It's giving your daily value of all the things that are in there. Do you see it?
yeah,
DV is daily value,
right,
because that's why it's there. Now, the rules that I was telling you about on checking nutrition labels, I'm not even going to get in that tonight. I'm just going over meal bars, but I wanted to give you those rules so you'll have them. Okay. Next, I gotta zoom in. Next slide is another IQ bar. This one's peanut butter cup. I know this one will make my wife happy. All right, let's go in for a closer look. There's your description. Allulose, 0 glycemic index carbs aren't shown in the nutrition fact panel to the left. They're a component of total carbs that is subtracted to arrive at net carbs. Y'all see
okay.
this?
Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
they're breaking down the net carbs for you on this bar. Are they
Okay.
using the same formula that I just taught you?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. So now you know I'm not as dumb as I sound.
That.
Okay, 160 calories. Is this a meal or a snack bar?
A snack.
Snack.
So I can use 30%. Do I need to use 30% when I know my net carbs are 3 and my protein is 12?
No.
So this is 160 times 2 less than 400.
Yes.
So I can
Yes.
have 2 of these as well.
right,
Exactly.
Right. So it's a snack or a meal,
Oh, a
right?
meal. You have 2.
I could have 2 as a meal.
Yeah.
Here's another one, chocolate sea salt. Okay. And once again, I believe we've got a very similar nutrition label on it, right? 3
Yeah.
net carbs.
Right.
We've got 12 grams of protein and 150 total calories per serving. This is another great snack, another great bar that can be doubled if they taste good. If they don't taste good, don't buy them, don't double them, right? And look, Kroger's always got things on. You get, you can buy this for, sometimes they'll put them on sale and you can get a bar for $1. You may go in there and find these, you get 3 for $5 or something. That's a good deal. You try them, you may like them. Matter of fact, I haven't seen any of these IQ bars that we've just gone over that you couldn't mix up. You could get one flavor and one another and still be within your calorie range. Anybody got a question before I move on?
No, but this is great.
All right,
Great.
here we go.
But Jason, FYI, on Amazon, you can get a 12 pack for $24. They have 3 flavors and they have like 4,500 and whatever reviews, and it's 4.5 stars. So it
All right,
sounds like
so
they might be good.
that means somebody in my little class here already knows that these things taste good and they look like they taste good. They've got a bunch of pop words on the front. We've got keto, we've got net carbs, protein, we've got gluten-free. A lot of these things will elevate the cost of the product, but this is a bar that you don't buy individually, you buy it by the box. Okay. And this is just one thing that I found. Let's look here. At 220 calories per bar, what is this going to fit?
A meal.
Meal.
Right, it's going to be a meal bar. Okay. The next thing we're going to look at is total carbs, 9. Dietary fibers, 3. And we got sugar alcohol, 4. So 3 and 4 is what?
7
If we take 7 from 9, we have 2
grams.
right?
Yes.
So we're checking their math. They said 2 net carbs. There is 2 net carbs. 12 is greater than 2, right?
Greater than 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. So this is an approved meal
Meal.
replacement bar. Now, I want to say this before I move on from here. I am not telling you by any stretch of the imagination that this is good for weight loss. Okay? All I'm telling you is it meets the rule. Okay? Y'all remember, I tried to qualify that in the very beginning. Now, let me stop for a second, look you in the eye. When I tell you that, I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to scare you from buying these products or not, okay? Because some people can eat these superfood laden meal replacement bars, these things that are based on peanuts or they're based on almonds, they're based on nut butters and can lose weight effectively and efficiently. Some cannot, okay? So this is going to be trial and error just as much as does it taste good. It's going to be trial and error on do I lose weight when I eat this product, okay? So bear with me. I'm going to get back to my screen share if I can figure it out.
So that's a good point, because I have found that I need less, or I need to go down at least to 1,000 calories or I'm not losing weight. That's pretty hard to do and eat meal replacement bars, which would run me over that on any day.
Who's talking to me?
This is Leslie.
Hey, Leslie. And I'm glad you pointed that out, because you figured that out, and everybody has to get to that place, right? Everybody has to get to the place to where they're looking at total calorie consumption. On Shibboleth, we don't necessarily focus on calorie consumption, especially in the beginning when we start. What we want to know is what works, what's approved, and we start changing our behaviors. We start changing when we eat. We start changing how much we eat. We start to use our discernment muscle and start to figure out, hey, what works and what doesn't work for me. Okay, so stay with me. Here we got another collagen bar. This is going to be chocolate almond sea salt, right? And on the front, we've got a few keywords to go by, but I hope you'll see this is another tiny bar. Another tiny bar. This bar is 170 calories, meaning it qualifies for a snack bar, right?
Yep.
Total
Yeah.
carbs are going to be 19. We've got 5 fibers, making it 14 net carbs.
Minus 2 grams of sugars.
This is added sugar, and it has sugar already. Now, if I was going to break this down, I would tell you of the 14 carbs that are left over, they're all going to process like sugar, okay? Whether all this is saying is of the total sugars, they added 2 grams of sugar, okay? The other starchy sugar content in this is your body's going to see sugar whether it's sugar or not, okay?
We subtract that?
No, ma'am. All you're going to subtract on this bar is the 5 grams of fiber because this doesn't say sugar alcohol.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So at 14 grams of net carbs, does this work as a snack bar?
Yes.
Yes.
It just barely makes it. It's
Barely,
equal
yeah.
to, right?
Mhm.
So I could have one of these as a snack. Can I double this and have 2 as a meal?
Yes.
Mhm.
I can, can't I?
Yes.
Mhm.
All
Yes.
right. So there's another bar for you to try. I found this. This one caught my eye because it had cashews and blueberries. I love both of those two things. Okay. I
Mhm.
love cashews. I love blueberries. And I saw, man, this looks good. When I picked it up, it was soft in my hand. And then I read it, soft baked bar. Okay. Soft baked bar. We're going to get into this. It already says on the front, there's 2 sugars, 4 net carbs, and 7 grams of fiber. And it's keto friendly. Let's see just how good it looks on the back. We got 170 calories,
Snack.
right?
Snack.
Mhm.
With
Mhm.
170 calories in a meal bar or snack bar.
Snack.
Snack.
Okay, it's a snack bar by the calories. We've got 16 grams of right here, erythritol. Erythritol is another form of sugar alcohol. Did y'all lose me?
Yes.
No.
Go with your
Okay.
bag.
Erythritol is another form of sugar alcohol. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So when we add erythritol and dietary fiber, you get 12.
12.
Right. We're subtracting 12 from 16, which gives us the 4 net carbs. Did it advertise that?
Yes.
All right. So we've checked their label. Is 6 greater than or equal to 4?
Yes.
So it works as a meal bar or a snack bar. We don't even
Yes.
need to multiply it times 30%. Can I have 2 of these bars as a meal?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. This is not a lot of protein for a
Mhm.
bar.
Nope.
No.
If y'all go and try this and like it, and you want to have a Shibboleth treat on Jason, get 1 package of Healthwise hot chocolate, or if you've got a canister, 1 portion of Healthwise hot chocolate and 1 of these bars, and you got a great coach mode meal.
Right.
Here's the Builder's Bar. How many of y'all have seen this? This is going to be another one that's, you probably see this at the register at every convenience store you go to.
Yeah.
This is going to be highly marketed, in your face protein bar. It's by Cliff, Builder's Bar, protein bar. Don't write it down yet. Wait till we get there. How many calories per bar?
Wow,
290.
290.
290. 290. Now
Well,
let's
I
look
saw
at
it
the
was
total.
me and
Let's
I
look
didn't
at the
really pay
total
attention.
carbs. We got 29 total carbs.
Woo.
2 fiber. Wow.
We got
This
2
is great
fibers,
bag.
and there's no sugar alcohol to subtract. Our total
Is 27.
27.
27, and our total proteins
20.
20. This one does not meet the standard. This is not approved. Let me put it to you like this. Do not buy this bar. How about that? Here's another Builder's Bar. This one looks really good as well. Now let's check it. We got 280 calories per bar, another meal bar with 31 carbs and 3 fibers. So we're looking at 28 carbs net. Again, only 20 proteins.
No.
This is
no,
another, this one's no bueno. Okay.
No.
No good.
No good.
Mm-mm.
How many of you tried this bar? Pure protein bar. These are good.
They are good.
I've tried one of these. Tasty. Okay. Let's look at the nutrition on it. We got 200 calorie bar. So this can be a
Snack.
snack. That's right. It can be a snack.
Mhm.
Total carbs 19. We got 3 fibers. We got 2 sugar alcohols here. So we can subtract 5 from 19. What's that give us?
14,
14. Where's our protein at? 20.
20.
So
It fits.
it already meets the meal bar rule.
Yes.
So we don't even have to multiply the net carbs by 30% and it works. So can I multiply this times 2?
Yes.
Why? Because it barely meets
Barely meal.
it barely
The
meets the
400.
400 rule for our meal bar. Another option for you to put in the put it in the memory banks.
That's the high end.
Mm.
All right, so we got a
Let me
Cliff
see if I can do it
bar.
online like I used to.
This Cliff bar says nut butter bar. Another one I thought maybe somebody would pick up because it's attractive by the front. Looks good. We got plant protein, 7 grams. They're trying to reel us in here. Let's see what it's got. We got 230 calories. This is another tiny bar. Carbs are going to be 26 grams.
Fiber is 3.
We've got 3 fibers, breaking it down to 23, right?
7.
Yeah.
No, good.
And only 7 grams of protein. With the meal bar formula, the only one that works, this is a disqualifier. This is no
Yes.
good. We're not purchasing this bar, right?
Right.
All right. How about the Luna protein bar? Some of you may already know these bars, right? Some of you may already purchase them. I do not know. We on the front, we've got some buzzwords. I get my tools to go back down. Yeah, non-GMO, gluten-free already there. Let's look at the nutrition label. We've got 180 calories per bar. Total carbs are 21. Dietary fiber is 2. So we got 19 net carbs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yes.
at 180 calories, this meets the snack rule, right?
Yes.
Barely.
19 times 30% is what? 5.7. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it works as a snack bar.
Yep.
However, if you have to use the snack bar formula to make the bar work, you cannot double it and make it a meal bar.
Oh.
Okay. The only time you can utilize the meal bar rule is if you qualify the bar using the meal bar rule. Okay. So if you ever have to multiply net carbs by 30%, you can't double the bar to make it a meal. This is an approved snack, but it is not something you could double and make an approved meal out of.
Okay. Laura
Now,
bar.
this is the Larabar, I believe is how it's called. I do not really know how to pronounce it correctly. Strawberry chocolate chip. I always want to buy one because their packaging is very catchy, right? For some reason, all of their bars are catchy without showing you a picture of a cake or a
We've had
peanut
some-
butter or something. I don't know why, maybe just me, but their packaging's good. They've got just 7 ingredients. This is another one of those products where they're getting you with packaging. Let's look at this. At 190 calories per bar, it can meet the what?
Snack.
bar.
Snack.
We got a snack bar rule here with 26 carbs. We can take 5 fibers away. So far, that's 21 net carbs.
21.
There's no sugar alcohol here. So 21 is our number. How much protein?
I can't see it.
4.
4.
Right. So if we multiply 2.1 times 3, gives us 6.3 as our net carbs. We only got 4 grams of protein. This one's not going to make it.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
You know what our body sees when it sees this? It sees the fat bus.
Mm-mm.
This bar specifically calls the fat bus, and there's my dinner tonight. So
Oh, that looks good.
it wasn't my dinner, it was my lunch. I'm sorry. This is mashed cauliflower. This is leftover jalapenos that were baked in hot sauce and lemon juice and some boar's head
Turkey.
jerk, a chicken breast.
Oh,
Jerk
chicken.
chicken breast. Yeah, it was good. Okay. So, all right, that's it for my lesson for tonight. I really hope that I taught, not just taught you guys something, but I gave you some information that you can take with you for life. Okay. There's
Yeah.
way more to this. You're going to forget every bit of this if you don't apply it. Okay.
That's great.
Stephanie, you got to go to the convenience store and you got to look through those bars that have been calling you to pick them up for the last 5 years when you wanted to eat healthy. And they got them sitting up there toward the front. And they got all that flashy packaging on them. Pick them up and look at
You're losing
if
you.
what you've been thinking about getting is even worth looking at. Okay. Go, and that's like the racetrack. Okay. Go to racetrack. Go to Quick Trip. Go to Quick Trip. Go to racetrack. Go to your Circle K. The Quickie Mart. Wherever you live, I don't know what it's called where everybody lives. Go to the Wawa if you're up north. Right. Go to 7-Eleven.
Where I'm at, we don't have Kroger at all. I have to rely on whatever Publix has or whatever I can find in a health food store.
Great. Leslie, what's the name of your
I'm in Panama City Beach. So
okay, Panama City Beach?
yes.
Perfect. If you go to, what's the local Quickie Mart, like the convenience store?
You're talking about like Dollar General or that kind of place? Or
No, I'm the gas station.
Oh gosh, we have all kinds here.
Okay.
I mean,
The nicest
every kind.
one, the chain. You're going to want to go to the nicest one that's a chain. Maybe the
Okay.
Pilot. Y'all have a Pilot?
No, we don't have pilots, but we'll have, gosh, now that I have to think of them, we have
Quick Trip.
Chevrons, Shell, and
These are the
Really
types of
crap.
places that I want you to go in and look at the bars that they're trying to sell you. You're going to have candy bars and you're going to have some nutritious bars. Try your math. You're not going to remember this if you don't apply it. That's my point.
yeah.
Go to Super Walmart, Leslie. I know there's going to be a Walmart down there. Go to the Walmart.
Yeah.
Go to the pharmacy.
And they have the Quest bars there.
Right. Go to the pharmacy and check the the nutrition bars in their pharmacy. Look through them.
Okay.
Find you a couple to choose from. This is the way to learn Shibboleth. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
I had a totally off the wall question on the mashed cauliflower, adding smashed cooked white beans to it.
And let's not do that.
Don't do that. Okay. I wanted to know. My husband has gotten into that. So I wanted to ask you that question.
I'm not opposed to taking a quarter cup of beans, white beans on the side that have been cooked on the side and letting him portion that. He can mash them into his, but I wouldn't make the recipe and mash beans into it because then your portions are going to go way off. And then
and you can't keep track of it. Right.
Your combination's going to be off if you're not careful there. Always, if you have that recipe with a lean protein, he can have a quarter cup of white beans. That's okay.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. I'm
That's
sorry.
a good question. I like that question. Anybody else got questions? It can be on tonight. Anybody else got questions?
Jason, this is Lisa. I have a question about hemp bars. What's the big deal about hemp bars?
Well, they're chocolate.
I've never had one. I've never had one.
If you ask the Shibboleth folks, what's the deal? Well, the best thing about hemp bars is it's either milk chocolate or dark chocolate. It's super creamy and good, and everybody loves them. And you get to eat chocolate and lose weight. I think you get your favorite topping. So there's all different kinds of nuts and all different kinds of fruits that are on it. And it's going to be worth it. If you eat it as a meal replacement bar, there's 3 meals per hemp bar. if you purchase it from the Shibboleth store.
Right.
And or there's 4 snacks on it. Okay, one way or not, if you break it into 4 pieces, you can have it as a snack. Each piece is a snack, or you could have 3 meals out of it, and at like $10 or $11, that's a pretty cheap meal.
So what, just a comment, but what I found so far is that a lot of stuff doesn't taste wonderful. And so I don't eat a lot of it, whatever it is, one way or the other.
Okay.
So that helps you with your diet. I guess that's the positive way of looking at it, right?
I guess so.
Thank you.
The way I look at it is if I have a nut hemp bar, I get to have nuts, I get to have chocolate, and hemp hearts are healthier than some of the other stuff they put in approved chocolate bars.
Okay.
That's-
I've got
Bruce David.
The way I rationalize it.
I've got a question in the chat. Let me read this to everybody. Instead of ghee butter, can we use, I can't believe it's not butter because I don't like ghee butter. That's your, and the question's talking about the mashed cauliflower, I believe. Of course you can. If you would prefer to use, I can't believe it's not butter, that would be fine.
Not the tub, the spray.
Right, it has to be the spray. It can't be the actual tub. I can't believe it's not butter in the tub. It's not approved. You're not going to want to use that on a perfect day.
Paper ones.
Where can we review this material?
If you registered for this, I tell you what, I'm recording it so I can, it will be on the website under Monday night classes with Jason, I believe. I've not been putting very many of them there because I don't ask y'all to give me permission to show your lovely faces. But if I put it up there, y'all, as long as nobody reports it as hate content or me being ugly, then I will do that. I don't mind. Okay, so let me get to, I think I probably bored you enough tonight. I hope you'll continue to come to my classes and share the Weight Less group with your friends, my personal group on Facebook. If you're not a member of it, please go find it. It's Way Less Group. That's it. I know that's not a very original, catchy name, but that's what it is. Just request entry in it. If you're in it already, and you have friends that you'd like to bring to it, please invite them. Just put them in the group. They can leave if they want to, okay? You have the ability to add people and invite people. I appreciate you when you do that. Now, I'm gonna let you ask more questions if you want to, but I wanna get a little bit of information from you on two different things. One being topics for class. Can I get anybody that has some sort of topic that you need for me to teach on or that you would like for me to cover, and type it in the chat for me, because this thing's going to keep the chat. I'm going to be able to download it and read it. Type in topics for class that you would like for me to teach on, elaborate on, study on. And I'm going to give you a minute to do that. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Jason,
Yes.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and ask the question. Anybody who's got a question?
Jason, I don't have Facebook, so how do we get back into here? I can only do Zoom.
Oh, Sheila,
Yes.
send me an email. Send me an email and I'll send you a copy of it in an email.
All right, thank you.
You got my email?
I think I do.
Yeah, jasonwna@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Now,
Do
you
that.
also-
It'll take me a minute to download it, but I'll send you a copy.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you.
So you said it's going to be in the Facebook group, the Way Less Facebook group, this recorded class?
No, it will be on the website. It won't be in the group.
And do you have the option to just have a Word document with your snack and your or your snack bar and your meal bar formula and put it as a file in your Way Less group? On the Facebook?
You say, did y'all see her get technical on me? Sure, babe. I'll send you a copy of the PowerPoint. You can work that up for me. She's volunteering for extra work tonight.
It's not gonna be tonight, but I was thinking that.
Wait,
What is that, Jason?
okay, have y'all put some things in there? Artificial sweeteners, gotcha. Okay, now, here's the number one question that, I mean, when I can get 40 something people to pay attention for a minute, this is great. And I'm going to please unmute yourself so you can talk. This will be a lot easier than anything else. Just unmute yourself. Grocery store items that you want me to go find at the grocery store and do a class on. In other words, a live video. Just say it.
Pastas.
Pizza.
Pasta, pizza,
Condiments.
condiments,
Cheese.
cheese.
Yes. Amen
Okay.
to cheese.
Amen.
Okay.
Did
Ice
she just say
cream.
cheeses?
Wait a minute. Say it again.
Did she just say cheeses already?
She did.
Yeah.
I said ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yes.
Anybody else?
You really
Sweet,
want me to say that?
sweet
Sweet.
options. Mhm.
Okay. I can do that.
You had a video on ice cream on Facebook, didn't you? On your shop, on your.
Oh, I can look it up.
The last thing I got was sweets. My internet is no good tonight. I'm so sorry, y'all.
It'd be good to know new brands that have come out that work. Because I cook from scratch. I kind of don't go out and buy anything. So we have gotten into extremely healthy cooking because I got cancer and I'm past that, and I started studying nutrition. So now I have spent a lot of money and thrown a lot of stuff away, but I have really gotten into of things that work and what don't work.
Okay.
That's good.
That's
How about air fry recipes? There's not that many in the library, and with it being such a new item plus healthier item, I'm having trouble.
okay. Air fryer, clean eat. I'm hearing clean eating.
Especially the toaster air fry oven, not the egg-shaped air fry.
Okay. I'll look into that.
Thank you.
You know
Toaster
you know
oven.
how new you are at it? I'm even newer.
Okay, toaster oven air fryer.
I'm with
Okay.
you.
Thank
I'm
you.
with you.
Is it dumb to ask about water, like alkaline versus antioxidant? I mean, because there's a whole lot of people trying to sell stuff out there. Does it matter?
Kathy, let me say this. The best water for you is the stuff that you'll drink. Okay. So whatever you'll consistently drink, if you're disciplined enough to get you some pH strips and check their water and get the most alkaline stuff that you can get, find somebody that you really trust, because maybe you buy a bottle of water that says it's its pH is a 9 towards alkalinity or 8, and then the next bottle you test is a 2. You may find that you're
Losing you.
Did I lose you?
For a second.
I've got to get myself a hard wire. I'm sorry, you guys. Wife, easy. So your alkaline, more alkaline is better. But Kathy, the truth is you're going to have to, if you want to get the benefits of drinking alkaline water, you have to drink it all the time. Like it would be something that you made a part of your lifestyle, similar to what Leslie was describing, I believe, earlier as clean eating. Moving towards a more alkaline state in your water drinking is good for the way your body receives the water. In other words, when the water is alkaline, your body can absorb it and use it better and quicker and easier.
Thank you. So that's not just hype. Those are real things. I mean, because everybody's trying to sell something, right?
Well, it is a real thing. It's not just hype, but I think what I'm trying to say is if you're just buying it because it's the best stuff, and you only get 23 ounces of water in a day, it's not really doing you any good. Just because you're drinking the really, really good, healthy stuff. If you make it a point to hydrate your body and you always drink that, and that's what you do, then it will help you in the long run. It will be a good thing that you do for yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Jason, I just want to say something about, I've had cancer too, and my doctor told me alkaline foods as well as alkaline water will help, because the cancer cells usually start in the gut. So if you can get more alkaline
Mama, did you get
foods,
some hamburger made out?
raw.
Okay. I love you too.
Okay, let
You
me
too.
let me say this right quick, and then I think I may have exhausted everybody tonight. Let me say this: the human body is so awesome, so wonderful and awesome, that when the Bible says that we're fearfully and wonderfully made, it's a fact. We cannot change our alkalinity more than a 1/8 or a 1/10% one way or another intentionally without ceasing to exist personally. Now we can, when we start to focus on that, we cannot live in other words, just like the earth is special, you know, the earth is a special place where we have life. The elements on earth have to be what they are in order for life to exist. We can only exist in the state of alkalinity or lack thereof that we currently are in. So we can change alkalinity in things that we consume, but I want to make sure you guys are alkalinity specifically, because it's not, we can't do it. It's not what you want to do. It's like the old commercial where you were getting the arid extra dry was for men or women because it was pH selected for one or the other. Y'all remember those commercials?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
that's where pH comes in. It's like our bodies are a little bit different, like just barely different, men and women, but we're virtually the same when it comes to those type things.
Let me point something out. During COVID, I and then other people I've been around have discovered that we no longer have acid reflux. And
wow.
and part of it is because we've